Hello, viewer. Welcome to the Corporation X Business and Investment Plan. My name is Bill Poggi. I am the founder of Corporation X as well as the president. Corporation X has a short-term plan of selling 7 million books via 7 different books through Books A Million over a 3-year period, as well as on the internet. And then a long-term vision, the products are designed for big budget motion picture. Corporation X was incorporated in 2021. It is a Florida C corporation. Corporation X has a marketing agreement with Poggi LLC organized in 2008 to market 4 product lines. So the Corporation X has all the rights, gets all the revenues, etc., for 4 product lines, which encompasses 10 different books at a minimum. And then there are future products as well that can also be added to the marketing agreement. The internet search of Stephen King says his net worth is $500 million and J.K. Rowling is over $1 billion. And folks, that's what this is about. Okay, I have the talent, I have the products to make all of that happen. The products are successfully market tested. I went out with Painless using the Border Book chain. I visited 130 events. I had 70 locations in 16 states, 0 advertising, never asked anyone to buy a book, met 20,000 people, sold 2,500 plus copies at a 12.5% sales rate. Okay, imagine what I could do with some capital investment behind me. The long-term plan is to create a production studio in the Space Coast area of Florida, producing 2 big budget films a year, targeting $1 billion global box office. And yes, I know what that means. I have a spreadsheet of 25 years of the top 60 production companies for all their budgets, what they produced, what they made, the global revenue, the domestic revenue, the marketing, etc. Okay, I understand. I've done the research. The top-down design is done. The bottom-up implementation is underway. The short-term plan is a 3-year plan to sell 1 million copies of 7 different books. The Les Trilogy, Painless, Blindless, Timeless, The Byzantine Pineapple, plus The Byzantine Pineapple, The COVID Chronicles, The Salvador Dali Cipher, and Mom's Amazing Journey, which is about how he cured her of Alzheimer's. How do we do the sales? We use ebook advertising, the top advertising company in Orlando, and one of the top advertising companies in the nation. You search Larry Meador and you'll see that he is a marketing genius. Okay, I'm also the first self-published author ever to get in the door at Books A Million, and probably still the only one. Okay, I know who the people are, I know what they want. They buy for one store, they buy for all 220 stores that everything would be placed in. Okay. Along the way, we also have a couple law firms to assist. There's no letters of engagement because they're not necessary yet. But there's a Beverly Hills, Wilshire Boulevard entertainment industry law firm that has been aware of everything since 2014 and is still in contact with them regularly. Okay, they know what's going on and they're waiting. They're waiting to do all the contracts for cast, crew, and distribution and any of the rights issues when it comes time to film. We also have in West Palm Beach another law firm that has an SEC division that is waiting for everything to reach the point of doing all that work, besides doing an initial deal to make everything happen. Okay, so if we clear $4 a book, 7 books, $28 million, for doing $1 million a book, okay, over a 3-year period. 1 year of setup, 2 years of the full-blown marketing. And then, a $5 million investment at 30% ROI doubles that in 3 years. So, $28 million, you lose a quarter to taxes, $21 million. $10 million gives you the full ROI. The company's got plenty of cash still. Everything's happening. The people are clamoring for the films to be made because if you sold 1 million copies, they're going to be clamoring for the films to be made. And we haven't even gone global yet. Okay? The immediate need is $20,000 to start the process to publish 5 books simultaneously to expand the product line from 2 to 7. I've got the materials written. Then we need $12,000 or $18,000, $12,000 to do Painless paperback copies, $2,000 each at $6 a copy. Sell at $15, net $4. And with Blindless, with the Byzantine Pineapple, buy at 3, sell at 10, net 6, net $4 from it, excuse me. And hey, we go from there. In 2007, I lived on Grand Cayman. I was the financial controller for the largest Bahamian exporter, Polymers International Limited. We made enough raw material to make 25 billion 8-ounce coffee cups a year. I installed a full ERP accounting system, managed the data migration from MES 90 to Sage Pro with 100% accuracy, designed and built a whole new ERP module to interface between the factory PLCs and Sage Pro to address a lot of the issues that had to do with how the software works and how the factory works, but basically automated the whole thing. Cleaned up an accounting mess, had to redo 7 years of payroll, and the ripple effect of that due to issues with how people had been paid. Prior to that, I worked for Hilex North America, a subsidiary of TSK on the Nikkei exchange. Hilex makes push-pull cables, steering cables, transmission cables, brake cables, catheter cables, etc., as well as window regulators and door assemblies. The cable side lost money 19 out of 20 years before I showed up. Okay, I was in charge of the FP&A, the 5-year, the standard cost system, anything customs related. And then year in, they put me in charge of product estimating, and I made 2 immediate decisions that changed everything. They had a rule that all quotes would be done in 3 days for the customers. I stopped that and instituted a once-a-month meeting with the salesperson and the relevant team. Product engineering, manufacturing engineering, domestic purchasing, international purchasing, and also estimating, labor estimating, product estimating. And that changed everything for the fortunes of the company. Once we started to talk through the estimates and figure out what's going on, we made profitable sales instead of unprofitable sales. Prior to that, I lined up everyone to buy a tool and die shop, the investors and the banks. The owner sold it to his son. In my youth, I ran a new used comic book baseball card shop, the Argos Bookshop in Grand Rapids, Michigan, still there, oldest store of its kind in the city, and I grew it from nothing to $100,000 in sales annually. Okay, but I bought and sold estates of books for a decade. Okay, I've seen more printed material, and I saw what sold, what people buy, than most people will ever see in their lifetime. When I left the company, I was turning 21. I found I was way behind everyone in college, so I amped it up. I completed college in 4 years for both undergraduate and graduate. I have an accounting degree, a business administration degree. I went on to Vanderbilt University. I have a finance and operations, an MBA in finance and operations. I studied international macroeconomics and finance under Dewey Dain, who along with Paul Volcker took the U.S. and the world off the gold standard, ended the Bretton Woods Agreement. I also have a minor in information systems when you combine both schools. And if you include the audited classes, I covered everything from marketing for an MBA as well. Okay, I'm a very unique talent. Okay, and I'm where I'm at because I took care of my mother in her old age, but during that time I built the whole Corporation X vision. I'm ready to sell millions of books. I'm ready to make hundreds of millions of dollars turning these books into movies. And I welcome the opportunity to speak with you about the investment. Thank you very much for your time. I look forward to talking.